Hey guys, Kelly Sue with Cleopatra Art Studios, and today we're going to paint this really beautiful Santa welcome. And it's available in 18-inch or this 12-inch desktop, which I think would be just right for Cleopatra's office today. Wow, it's like the dogs licked those or something. All right, so when you grab this, a lot of pieces, so make sure you use scissors to get in. If you just pull, pieces are gonna go willy-nilly, and the pups are gonna get them. For your cats. Maybe you have feral cats at your house, I'm not sure. Let me just get on there. A lot of you guys are at lunch, you'll be hitting this with a replay. Let me know replay, or if you're joining, let me know what you're having in your lunchbox. I haven't eaten yet. Okay, so right away, we're doing this Welcome Santa. I'm doing mine in 12-inch, so it could be great on the countertop. We will put hanging holes in them unless you tell me not to. And then I'll make a little note. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly do the tape trick for like the snowflakes, and there are a zillion, because I really wanna get a look at the etchings and the overlay. Okay, I have, of course, let's do it this way, one more snowflake than I have room for on my tape, but I have a workaround. Got a workaround. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big snowflakes, and they're all just a little different because no two snowflakes are alike. And you guys, when I was walking the pups today, there was frost on the ground, and I could see on the, I think they call it tree line, there was, we're gonna call it heavy frost, because I don't know that I'm ready to call it snow. The little cord. I am gonna put this on there just to keep track of it. And then the welcome. I'm not gonna put this on there just to keep track of it right now. I'm just gonna put my letters. I have a kind of, sort of organized method to how I paint, how I attack it. I'm gonna attack it. How I attack a project. Because, you know, kind of, you guys have seen me paint for a long time now. It's kind of like this crazy, warlike strategy. I love painting, I love crafts, but they kind of make me crazy in the head. Okay, the sleigh comes apart. I really love the scroll work on the, I'm gonna call it the railings. I don't know what else to call it. The only thing left is the word Santa. I don't think I have to tape that. I think I'm capable. I really like this font. It's because what I like about it is all the welded areas are heavy. I don't have to worry too much about it. Welcome is etched, so I know right where to put everything. And we are down to bare bones backer board. Love it. This is the 12-inch. So give me one word that tells you how excited you are for the holidays. So you know, as crafters, we absolutely have to work like a season ahead. It's crazy. We do. I mean, I have to write something in order to see anything. We have to work a whole season ahead. I know, it's crazy. I lost my sponge. There's my wet wipes I was looking for. Okay, so you might be like, oh my gosh, how in the world is she talking about Christmas? Because if I do the 10 days of Christmas or 12 days of Christmas in December, you guys don't have time to do your stuff. Plus you got so much noise happening. You know, get this, grab that, Black Friday, boop, boop, and just won't get it done. So grab your designs now before the season starts. Then you can casually say, I feel like a bottle of wine and two of my best friends, and they can come over and they can paint with me, right? Thumbs up or a heart. I can never do the single hearts. All right, so on my demonstration photo, my backer board is a very light cream as to not compete with the deep colors in the sleigh. And I love everything about that. So you could leave it naked if you wanted to, since it's going on my countertop. I could absolutely do that. Or I can just pick up buttermilk or cream and get in there and get her done. So which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get it done. So if you love the green, go ahead. But I'm gonna tell you right now, because the etchings are a little small, there is a little smoke on there, smoke and mirrors. So I'm just gonna go in there. And remember, I can cover my etching because I am literally going to put a 3D piece on top. 3D pieces. So if you're new to our door hangers or countertop signs, they are simply take apart, paint, glue back together. We've been doing it this way for several years at paint parties. And of course on here, we had just gotten so busy doing shelf sitters, we didn't have a lot of time to do the door hangers and the small signs. But you know, it's time for one of the kids to step up so I can do what I have to do, and that's hang out with you guys right here, which I love to do anyway. And normally we'd be doing Friday faves, which is when I would tell you, hey, this is what we have and these are my favorites. But honestly, I missed a day of recording this week, so I may record tomorrow. I may record Friday faves on a Saturday. I don't know what to call them. Sanity Saturdays. Okay, so I wanted to show you can still see your etching, and considering I am just looking to glue down pieces on top, it's good enough for me. So real quick, my cream I make myself, and I do put gray, and I do put brown in it. So it is a little on the cold side. And because my pieces are warm, I may switch over really quick to light mocha. This is a Deco Art color. And just remember, I am painting these live with you and kind of deciding colors. Yeah, this one has a little bit more warmth to it. With the wood coming through, it was almost looking a little green. Some of you guys might just want to keep yours naked. If it's going outside, guys, you're gonna have to seal it every year, which isn't a big deal. Okay, so I really like that one so much better. I don't have to go all the way down because I got pieces that will cover that. The Santa will cover that. So I'm just gonna put that aside to dry. I'd fill my glass of wine right now. Lori size. I don't know if Lori's watching or not. Okay, well, I'm seeing it as myself. It's saying to send stars. Do not send me stars. I am not here to earn money from you for talking and painting with you. I'm not sure why it's saying that. Goodness gracious. Good grief. Okay, what are they going to think of next? Probably they'd keep like 50% of it too. Okay, so the bottom I am going to use, so I would personally use, I don't want everything the same. I got Tuscan Red. Tuscan Red is normally my go-to. And what I like about it is it's a burgundy red, like it's got just a little bit of brown in it. I also really enjoy this Liquitex, and I might use that. So I would definitely make Santa's bag a deeper burgundy, so I'd probably put a dot of brown or black in it. So if you have to go because it's lunch hour and you just can't stick around, you know, check back later and see how we did. So I'm going to pour out the Liquitex because I know right away the coverage on that is very good. I just washed this, so it's very, very wet. I don't know, did you guys see our Grinch countdown from yesterday? So cute. So cute. All right. Typically you'd want to get 2-3 coats. It just depends what kind of paint you're using. I'm not in your home. I don't know what paint you're using. I don't know if you're super duper frugal or you got lots of money to burn. I don't know. I think it's honestly like half a dozen of one, 6 of the other, because the frugal paint, typically you have to give more application. So if I can, and I have a good allowance, I try to get a better paint. I do. But we're not paint snobs here. We just want you painting. Painting is relaxing. Really like that color. It's got just a little bit of deepness to it. And I can come back later when it dries and decide whether I want to give it one more coat. Because I'm using fluid acrylics, it's most likely I won't need to. I gotta say, there's a little disappointment that there's not teal in this project. Do you think Santa has teal? I'm not sure. But I understand what they're doing, you know, sticking to the very traditional Christmas colors. I like this cup because it reads, "The dog likes me best." We all know that, right? Okay, so traditional Christmas colors. I may stick a little teal in my green, we'll see. Okay, so this green is very bright. We're gonna have to adjust it. You can go ahead and go to Deco Art and get exactly the color green you want at Michael's or Craftsmart May. I noticed I do use some Craftsmart. I haven't used a lot of Apple Barrel because I just see that I have to put a lot of coats on, but they may have the right green for you. But I'm just gonna make the adjustment. So one of the things I like to do is to add silver to my paint, so it dulls it down without making it pastel-y. And I do know I'm gonna have to put a dot of black in there because it's way, way, way too bright. Let's see where we're at. Okay, I'm gonna just stir this together. See what I get? So it's not deep enough. I'm seeing a lot of that metallic look I'm looking for. Just a little metallic look, but I'm just gonna add one more dot. And you can do this with brown. Traditionally, canvas painters don't use a lot of black to deepen paint because it makes it very dingy, I guess is the best word. So hey guys, welcome, welcome. If you're just dropping in, hey Colleen. Christy, no teal, really? We're painting the Welcome Santa. Christy, I'm really sorry about your news yesterday. I know we're Facebook friends on personal side as well as business, and I saw your photos. Oh my gosh, he looks like a little bear. I was like, Christy has a bear. So he must have brought you a lot of joy. Adorable, adorable. Okay, so yeah, Santa probably isn't using teal. You know his elves are, because they're way more fun. One of my favorite, you guys are gonna think I'm a little bit psychotic, but maybe you do already, I don't know. One of my favorite Christmas shows, besides the Warm and Fuzzy, you know, like elf and stuff, is The Fat Man with Mel Gibson. And I know, it's up there with Die Hard, right? Or maybe worse. And I love that he's trying to do the right thing, but he's crazy. And the fact that he can't die, and he may or may not have been an assassin, I'm not sure. So if you haven't watched that, don't watch it with the kids. There's some murder mayhem going on. Okay, you can still see the words. This is what I went with. I didn't go as deep as the photo shows because I did want that silver in there. I'm a little weird, I know that. Massachusetts, you know what? Massachusetts, that's one of our new states that we didn't have, and maybe it's from you, Patricia. It's funny because I am from the East Coast originally. Well, not the coast, but Pennsylvania. And I do have some friends there, but we don't have a ton of business up and down the coastline towards the north. I have to update our map. We have a map that tells us, you know, where we need to infiltrate. I don't know why I said that. Okay. So today Sabrina went to try the Mango Tree, and that is a Indian restaurant here in the Spokane Valley on Sprague. It's the second one, and I've heard really good things, so I don't get a lot of time to go up. I don't dress up a lot. It's Yoga Pants Friday, guys. It's Friday. But that's where Sabrina is today. I'm waiting to hear the reviews. I hope it's really good. She is really good at trying what I would consider new food, and I know a lot of you are like, well, Indian food's not new food. I know, but we don't get out a lot. If we're not taking like a cruise, we really are just having burgers and chicken. Tonight it's pasties. I don't know if you know what a pasty is. Copper is gonna happen. Copper's totally gonna happen. All right, so Santa. So those of you that love metallics, what you need to know is they are super duper see-through. So I'm gonna use gold on my Santa. I think it's great, but I have to have a base coat. Just gonna use like a non-metallic gold. That is not metallic at all. Oh, this one's my favorite gold. I hope I have enough. Yeah. Survey says no, probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Right here, I got a new one. But it's not, you guys can see the difference, right? This one is Sargent's, just like my copper, my favorite copper. And these guys owe me kickbacks big time. The copper is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. One time they sent me Aztec gold, not so great. I'm hopeful. Come on. If I talk really slow, add a drop of water, it'll just migrate down. Okay, so anyway, going back to, you need a little base coat because metallics are see-through-y. Very, very see-through-y. So I'm going to switch over to a sponge real quick. Don't use the whole piece. Try to be a little frugal with them. I ordered these from Amazon. I do not like them as well as the ones from Walmart. But Walmart, apparently, we all bought them out. Everybody's been running to Walmart. And the sponge just allows you to paint rapidly, put many thin layers down without the ooze happening. But since Colleen's here, she's got a trick for the ooze. She just matches the charred look on the side, that brown. So I can tell right away I may want to add a little white or cream to my paint, just because the natural wood grain is coming through. It's a little darker there. And I'm really looking for a pristine Santa. I don't know. Last week we got on, what did we painted 3 times together last week. This week, this is our 3rd time. We did Monday night paint along with John. Yesterday we did the Grinch countdown. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. And I know you guys a lot of you guys aren't quite ready, but I got to get these done and out there so you can, when you're ready, you see them. You're like, oh, I saw something last month on Cleopatra and I got to have it. Because if I wait, like after Christmas or after Thanksgiving, it's too late. We're in deep after Thanksgiving. Because I tried that last year. I was like, oh, we're going to do the 12 days of Christmas. So what you guys got was an email from me every day and annoyed, because I know I felt annoyed too. And some days I was like, oh, I forgot to send my email. It's just too much. You guys were annoyed. I was annoyed. So now we just do ahead of time. We're just doing our lives. I'm going to show you what we got. Some of you guys are in our private group, the Cleopatra Wood Blank Clubhouse. And we try to show a little bit more there if we can. So it almost looks gold. That's just non-metallic gold paint. And I'm just waiting for this goodness to fall down. I'm gonna let that dry. You could go deep, like deep on the sleigh. I don't know, do I want a red sleigh? My photo shows an orange, to me, red that's orange. So I don't know if you can see that difference. There's a little difference in the sleigh. The bag would be the bottom color with a drop of black or brown in it. Up to you. Tail. No, I get it. Okay. All right, I get it. Okay, so the railing is black. I adore the railing. It's really beautiful. The sleigh itself is also gold. I do make changes as I paint. And then hopefully if you watch this, then you'll know what color you want to paint your things. So this one to me was super elegant. I can see it sitting on like your county library counter where the kids come and check out. I know they can't because they can't show preferential holidays and stuff, you know. Or, you know, in your office, on your desk, at work. It's really elegant. It's really fun. I think it's a good mix, a juxtaposition, big word, of fun and elegant. So, and I hope I use that word right. One of my teachers from way back watches me. I don't know how, she's really old. Okay, so this sleigh, we're gonna call it the sleigh because it is. I'm still thinking on it. I'm still thinking. I'm like, why couldn't he have? Oh, Susan, she's given me permission. I love it. A teal snowflake. You're the best. You are the best. Oh, I should have probably, I'm going to switch to Float Acrylic Black. I put regular black down, but this will make it a little shiny. When I say regular black, I mean, there's a wide space here between like low-end paint. Okay, I have some Craftsmart black. And it's a little bit lower end on the craft scale, and then a higher end, like one of the highest ends of artistic paint on my table. And I say, why not? It makes me happy. Oh my gosh. You guys are cracking me up today. Some of you guys have my my phone number, so you're messaging me, making me laugh. Private messaging me. Oop, did I not paint the right side? Did not. Oh, I should have. Oh, I did. And the way you can tell is normally the back side's a little bit more beat up and charred. Just happens. Super awesome. Might have to get some glitter on that. We're not opposed to a little glitter, are we, ladies? All right, so I'm trying to decide what do you guys think? What color for the sleigh body? I'm gonna go a little deeper for the, okay, so I have this one, but it's a little pinker. I can mix it with copper. I said we'd put copper in. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll mix it with copper. Maybe I'll mix this with copper. Because I said, Christy, I'll put some copper in for you. If I don't like it, I can just paint over it. Just don't want, oh, that's a nice deep color, actually. I don't want to compete with the bag. Ooh, I like it. Here's my copper. It's in with my red. It's making it shimmery. And yes, it should be shimmery. This is where all the magic happens. In the sleigh with the hot cocoa dispenser. So what's your favorite Christmas cookie, y'all? Loves the glitter. Thanks, Christy. So I put copper in here for you, Christy. What's your favorite cookie for Christmas? We used to do, so when we had the karate studio and the paint studio, we did, you know, like a cookie night once a year. Guys, they're like, the 100 karate studio students would bring all these cookies, and there were so many to choose from. Sure, some of them were store-bought, just as good, and then a lot of them were from Pinterest moms. So good. I'm trying to think of a cookie I only get maybe at Christmas. So this is going to be deeper than my sack, a Santa sack. Hopefully you guys can see that. On the camera, to me, it's got a blue tone to it, and it's not blue at all. I don't want to hold it up just because of these, but I'm going to go ahead and mix up my deeper color for my Santa sack. I don't need a lot. I have a little black here. Nice and deep tone, a little bit deeper, a little bit more, a little bit deeper, but not purpley, than your sleigh. I don't know if you guys can hear my dogs, but they're annoying me. Everything that goes by. Had some coyotes last week, and I can say this because she's gone. I'm pretty sure they got Sabrina's kitty cat, even though she had he had a tracker on. And so now I think the dogs are a little like crazy in the head because of that. And every time the wind blows, they go crazy. So you guys can see that the bag is a little deeper than the sleigh. So I want a second coat on the sleigh for sure because that wood is showing through. It's almost making the sleigh look pinkish purple. So I want to fix that real quick. And man, we're just kind of flying through this quickly, very quickly. Now I know I don't think I want my welcome to be white. I may use cream though. So this one didn't take long at all. I'm super excited. So if you order this in desktop, make sure you say no hanging holes if you don't want them. Because we always put them in, assuming you want them. Actually, you know what we've been talking about? Is not putting holes in any of the hangers and instead giving you something to hang from behind. Why don't you give me your thoughts on that? What you think about? I don't know why, but I always make Snickerdoodles, yum! It's something about Snickerdoodles around that, because I mean, you don't make them any other time, right? Or at least I never did. So good, so good. Anyway, so we've been talking about not putting holes in any of them, because if you didn't want holes and you got holes, you know, ooh. But a lot of times the design makes it really hard to put the holes in, put them in attractively. Sometimes they're huge. Sometimes they're really little. Instead, we were talking about we could give you a wood glue-on piece with holes that you'd hang on the back. So I'm really curious what you think about that. Yes or no, because I get it. Change, right? I like the holes, allows a bow without more glue. Those of you that don't know Christy, she has a glue dispenser. What are we going to call it? A gluing problem. The act of gluing. Oh, the verb, not the noun. God, I love you. You're so adorable. At least she's self-proclaimed. I didn't say that. She says that. I can't remember now. Did I do this? I didn't think so. And it was just a thought. It was just a thought because guess what? They all don't come with standard holes. Sometimes we have to put the holes in, and sometimes we don't have a say about the size of the holes. And it just seemed, it doesn't save us time or money at all. In fact, there'd be a learning curve on me remembering to give you the pieces, because you know me. How did I get stuck with the boxes this month? I'm not very good at packing boxes. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it was just a thought. It's a thought I have. I know some of my peers do it that way. And to me, it makes some sense, right? Gotta find a spot to put this. Okay, so we're just plugging along. It's going really good. I love getting that information from you guys. My hair is really fuzzy today. Sometimes when I get under the lights, it just goes, right? It just goes boom. I think I need a hat too. Okay, here we go. Snowflakes, white. And maybe a teal one for Susan. I'm gonna use the Liquitex, if I can find it, here, the Golden Flow acrylic white for sure, because one coat I'm done. 2 max. I'm going to use a sponge because there's a lot of edges that the paint can ooh down. I'm seeing glitter glue on this. Love it so much. So what am I going to be doing this weekend? We will be getting our adult arts and craft boxes out the door. The designs are so cute. We'll leave it open for a little while longer, and then we'll close it up. And the reason is because then the door hangers, we open up the door hangers, and we're really not doing any big launches other than for our kids box. That's the only one you're gonna really hear us squawking about is the kids box. A lot of our kids have aged out. We have a lot of new customers they maybe don't know. It's $39.95, includes shipping and 3 projects every month, or choose every other month for just a little bit more. Meaning you get a discount if you get it every month. You include shipping and the paints and the brushes and instruction. I find that, you know, like if we send out 100 boxes, I have 2 kids look at the videos if we have a video. They want to get in, open it up, and go for it. But then every now and then you'll have a kid and they're very, very like by the rules, and they do want to see how I did it. So we either have a printable, or sometimes we have a video if we need it. And so that's the only one you're going to hear from us in November. And the kids box goes out at the very end of the month. So we have signups in November. The kids would have their boxes by December 5th. They will have a winter theme. I would put a bow on it and stick it under the tree. It's one of your presents, guys. And so it won't have a Christmas theme because some of my kids in my kids box celebrate other holidays. It will have a winter theme. Pretty, but that's in November. So we're working on our adult boxes this weekend. I'm trying to decide. It shows white. My photo shows white. What color for the letters? Cream would match the background too much, but maybe that's not a bad idea. Are you guys okay with white? Let me know. I'll give you a second. I'll read through the notes. Christy and her glitter, cracking me up. I am going to put some glitter paint on the stars, or glitter glue. If you're new to us, this is probably our #1 question. We just use a clear glue, something like this, but not this because I haven't tried it yet. Pick out your glitter. I have clear. Okay, I have a big box of glitter. Don't be scared. You don't have to have this much. Oh, it's right there on top. Okay, so this is the perfect glitter for the holidays. It's Glitz. Can you guys see that? Glitz from Recollections. from Michaels. Maybe Amazon, I don't know. There's also a larger container, and then there's a multi-pack of smaller containers, and that's pretty much all you'll probably need. Glitter is about $3.99 a container of this size. I need it for my paint parties, but you can get by with the $13 pack and the coupon code. I like to water it down just a little bit. We talked about, after we get done with our boxes, going over to Montana and seeing mom and dad, because let's face it, in a week or two we'll be so busy we won't be able to. I'm just gonna go ahead and glitter up my snowflakes. You could wait. Okay, you know what? Well, you can wait and glue them on to your project first and then do this step, because if you're in a hurry, the glue extends drying time. So glue takes a while to dry. That's what I'm trying to get to. So this is essentially white, very fine dusting of white glitter that has a lot of bling, like Liberace's belt. Elton John sunglasses. Just kind of got gloopy there. So if you're watching and it's a replay, just type replay. If you're watching and just joining, this is what we're painting, and we're almost done. I just have to do, the cord. And to me, the cord should be, it should be gold. So let me hit the cord with this non-metallic gold paint that we made, and then we'll hit it with the metallic when we do the Santa. So it's Welcome Santa. I just have to do my letters. I just applied my Glitz glitter to my snowflakes, and I'm just gonna go in and do my Santa, or my welcome, sorry. Half of my brain is kind of thinking, okay, so I just use that side for yellow, I'll use the side for white. Half of my brain is here with you, and the other half is wondering what I'm gonna have for lunch. Because I do a lot by the time I get up, and I really only have coffee until 12 or 1. And then, you know, leftovers, kind of, by Friday I'm done with leftovers. And that leaves like tuna melt or a low carb sandwich. I'm sure you could do without the sound effects. Meanwhile, my kids go out to eat all the time. I don't know if you have older kids in your family, but they go out to eat all the time. And you know, you try the approach of you'd have a little bit more money if you weren't eating out all the time. But by Friday, I'm like, I want to eat out. You just missed a controversy? No. A question. I said, we've been thinking about not having the holes in the door hangers, and instead providing you with something that goes on the back with holes. Something better than that alligator thingy. Something that just has holes and your rope would tie it, but then you don't have holes in your design. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We were just asking, what do you think? Christy said, nope, she likes the holes. It's just that the holes are very inconsistent from design to design. Sometimes they're huge, sometimes they're small, sometimes they're not laid out well. Okay, I may hit the welcome with the glitz too, because I do have a little glitz in here. So if you're just joining, let me know where you're watching from. We had a Massachusetts, I know we have a Puyallup, I know we have an Aberdeen. Susan, oh, Susan, aren't you back in, what's that state where St. Louis is? Oh, we're staying in school, kids. Missouri. I'm pretty sure she's in Missouri. All right, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna hit my gold. So metallics, you have to have a base coat. I have 2 pieces that are gonna be gold. 3 pieces. 3 pieces. My favorite gold is from Sargent's. I get this from Amazon. Typically, don't be confused with the one they have at Michael's, because I believe it's Tempera. Tempera, not tempura. This is the one I like, though if you got a good budget, the 24 karat gold and the little squatty tube or cylinder is very lovely, super lovely. But this is kind of a knockoff on that, and it's like $13 for this size. They have a smaller one too. You know what would be pretty on this? Gold glitter. I might have to, you guys. I think I might have to. So we're gonna paint it gold, and then we're gonna bring in the gold glitter, and I'll show you what mine looks like. I do have 5 or 6 different gold colors of glitter. There's rose gold, there's like Aztec gold, there's a brownish gold, 24 karat gold, a yellowish gold. I hit them all. And we need them. We need all those golds. Yeah, that's where you are, Susan. Perfect. Now remind me, Susan, do you homeschool? We were talking homeschooling yesterday, but I don't remember if you chimed up. We're talking about how bad I am at it. Or I was at it. I don't have to do it anymore. Sabrina's kind of homeschooling herself. Gotcha. Yes, yes. Of course, those of you that know me and love me, and maybe you're new and you don't know me, or maybe you don't love me, know that, yeah, there's no way. There's some definitely ADD symptoms going on here that to be able to focus on any one thing at any one time and explain it to a child, you know, I'm like the substitute. I come in and they know if they could just get me off topic, they don't have to do any homework tonight. You know what I mean? I'm that person. Okay, so that's just with the metallic. It's lovely. I'm not gonna say it's not. We're gonna bling it up though. We're gonna totally bling it up. I may not bling up the rope. I'm deciding as I go. You guys are helping me decide as I go. Perfect, Susan. I bet you're awesome at it. I think you have two of them. Okay, so if you are new and you have no idea how to make our glitter glue, we just take a clear glue. I use Craft Smart. They've gotten a little odd lately in that they only sell it in a really, really big jug, like a really, really big jug. So if you live close to me, I share. But like there's no charge. I mean, I bought it with a coupon and it's huge, so I'll share. But I haven't tried, and I will, I promise I will, with the Elmer's, and it's because it's school glue. It makes me nervous when they use the word school glue. And I think the Craft Smart is school glue, but they don't, or it's washable, but they don't say school glue. All right, so pulling out my amazing bucket of glitter. So much glitter. Okay, this one is more brownish. I don't think that's not gonna make the cut. Put me in, coach, no. This one is the one I was thinking of. It's brighter than this one. And then I do have a rose gold in this also, but I already know I don't need that one. Okay. That out. I have the black just in case I want to put it on the runners, but be careful that you don't put so much glitter that your eye gets fatigued. It doesn't know where to land. Okay, real quick. Let me show you the difference. So one's brownish and one's more bright. I mean, I kind of like them both. I kind of like that one. But this one matches my paint, and that's about the only time I like to get matchy matches, when it's the paint and the glitter combo. Anyway, this will be a nice video resource for anybody that's new and they want to follow along. I don't have one for everything. I don't have a video for everything, guys. Now I'm thinking, let's do the Santa. I'm channeling my inner Courtney. If you guys don't know Courtney, you've seen some of her work, and she is just a fantastic painter from Spangle, from the Harvester. And she is crazy good at the glitter scene. And I think it's because she goes slow. She might like finish a half a sandwich, waiting for it to dry. And I tend to hit it with the heat gun. It might be, you know, my mantra is dry, baby, dry. So I can do my next coat. No, she does such a good job. So she's probably not watching now. She has 2 small kids who are delightfully gorgeous children. And that's paint night to her mama night. Let me show you how we're doing. You guys see how we're doing? Now, with time and repeated coverage and maybe a little glossy spray, this is gonna be, whew, it's gonna be gorgeous. I'm thinking about my bow. I wanna do a bow, but you know what? The bag, Santa's bag, is really close to the top by the hole. And I'm looking at that going, you know, honestly, this would have been a great time to have the holes in the back. So I'll have to see what I'm gonna do with the bow, and I will share a photo when I finish and get that designed. Okay, so glue is wetter than paint, and it takes longer to dry. Yes, Susan, yeah. Like, to me, the days we did movies, they were better. The days we did any instruction whatsoever. My kids are so good. We're so good for like teachers, but they'd sit down at the table and just go, duh. You know, it's like, what's 2 + 1? Come on, you knew this 3 years ago. And they would just like, yeah. And then some mom and kid dynamics are just really meant for homeschooling. And it just wasn't for us, so you know. And then when we moved from Illinois to Seattle, I had Sydney in a Christian school, a private school. She was in 1st grade. And when we moved, the new school didn't have room for her, or Renton Christian didn't have room for her. So I had to finish up the season, or, you know, the couple months or the couple weeks homeschooling. Yeah, we just phoned that one in. We went to the zoo. And then there was that 7th grade. But at that point, I think we all knew that I wasn't meant to be a homeschooler. It is hard. Some of my friends that do it, they make it seem so easy. And I know it's not. I know they're up teaching themselves how to do the work too. All right, so here we go. As promised, a Liberace's belt. I don't know how to get in front of the light there. So you guys can see. Oh, you can see. It needs to dry. That gloss will go away with repeated coverage. It does kind of build up, but obviously I'd want to spray. Since I didn't use white and I used a cream in my back, on my backer board, I can get away with using my Krylon triple thick, and that will add a lot of gloss. This is the clear glaze, but it's glass-like coating. Don't use it if you have a lot of white though, because it does yellow. It's a urethane base. Okay, so do I want to do, the question is, what did I do with, oh, there it is. So then question is, do I want to have a little gold on the cord? And I do, but I'm not gonna put it on the sleigh. I'm gonna leave it just metallic. Okay, what else do we need? So this was really pretty easy. I saw all the pieces and I did stress a little bit. I kind of want to paint that one more time, but I don't think I have to. Okay, so I mixed the green with black and silver paint. I'm actually gonna go in there and do it. I want it really deep. One more coat will make it happen. Just gonna take my time. I'm gonna not listen to my grumbly stomach. You guys see that they're raising the prices at Disneyland, Disney World? Ugh, maybe that's not even on your radar. Maybe you don't like that kind of stuff. We do, and when we lived in Seattle, it was super easy to get there, so we did have like passes. Yeah, no, this was pre-COVID, okay? And that's just how we could spend our money. We could take a weekend every 3 months and go down, but we couldn't take long vacations. Can't wait till that dries. And that's what we could do to manage, and how we got by with owning a small business. We'd say we'd work really hard for 6 weeks, and then we'd take 5 or 6 days and go do something fun with the family. But here in Spokane, the flight's still the same length, but we have to fly into LAX. We can't really fly into, what is it, John Wayne, there in Anaheim, and it's so more expensive. It was only like $220 per person before, and now we're talking $350, $380, $400, and so yeah, we just don't get down often. We try to go once a year, but I saw they're raising their prices, and I'm like, no, I get it, but no. We went recently, and we already had kind of like sticker shock. We were like, wow, we've come before. We know what to expect, but this was crazy. One thing that did help us was this time my kids were older, so we got off campus to eat, and that was really nice. What am I missing? Okay, I only did the Santa board one time, but I did use fluid acrylic. So I'm not gonna glue down today. I may come back and paint them again. So I did want to show you this. Sometimes when the woods get wet, and it's just wood and it's thin, it can bow a little bit. When I'm ready to glue, I'll put a big bottle of wine or something on there, probably paint, just to let it be in place and stick. For the bigger pieces, I do like to either use the wood super glue from the Dollar Tree or Titebond Quick and Thick. I find this one works okay, like okay. And what I mean by that is it takes a really long time for it to bond. And then the blue wood glue from the same company, just don't buy it, don't wait, don't bother. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. Hello, Rebecca. Thanks for joining today. I know it must be lunch hour for ya. We're just getting ready to put this bad boy together. I'm not gonna glue because some things are still drying. Actually, let me dry this one since I just painted it. So real quick, it's Yoga Pant Friday. I'm pretty sure I was yoga pants yesterday too. It's hard. And my husband laughs because as soon as the weather changes and you get out of shorts, it's like 4 months of no shave November. That might have been too much information. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. That is beautiful. I love seeing that silver, and I'm not sure that you guys can see the silver in that. Okay, so, and then Santa, I am definitely coming back, and I'm putting some more glitter on here when this dries. The glitter glue that I showed you how to make. The backer for the sleigh. I'm looking at this. It may need one more coat. It was copper and my intense red. So you see how it made it a little bit different, but we want it a little bit different because we want the bag a little bit different. We want it to be 2 different colors. So I made the bag with my red and a drop of black, 2 drops of black. I love the railing. Come on, get in there. Still thinking maybe we'll do what was I trying to say? Oh, glitter on the railing. Maybe, just maybe. Okay. Okay, so now we've got the little, mine's not dry yet, my little glittery rope. That's gorgeous. So gorgeous. I was so happy. I just kept to the gold, but I may give it 1 more coat. Okay, let me look at my photo real quick, my reference. Okay, so the really pretty snowflake, the prettiest one of all, goes in here. Well, somebody's getting something yummy. You know how hungry I am. And then these 4 go here, any which way you want. Then, they're so pretty. Thinking I almost need to take a little gold and rub the edges of the bag just to have it stand out. When I order and I want to add the paints and brushes, where do I put that at? Okay, so Kim, I thought we fixed that yesterday. Oh, we didn't. This is how we fixed it. So we had a software that allowed you to like upsell, let's call it. That sounds ugly, but yes, to add something at checkout. But it says now that we're double checking on it, that it's only available for 20 products, and I know I have more than 20 products. So what I did was I added under shelf sitters at the top, or you could search easels and then paint and brush kits, and it's $5.95 for those. Even though if it says $7.95, it still pops up at $5.95. We're just able to keep our costs down on that, so we're able to keep it at $5.95. So here you go. And we do, for the adults, we send you what we used. We may send a color or 2 more if it seems like it's light. So you would get the glitters that we use, the glitter glues. You can always request something though too. I don't know why you would want to. I'm so in love. Okay, so in love. So no, I'm not gonna glitter the words, welcome. Because this is going to be where I put my focus with the glitter, I'm pretty sure. I might have to refer to Courtney on this though. So thank you. And sorry, Kim, we had no clue. You know, a lot of times we see the people add them, and we had no clue that it was being funky monkey on us. Why would we put something on there that you can only do to 20 products? So we do have a call into the software company. We're just kind of waiting. So here we go. Let me drop it down a little bit. This is the 12-inch for the desktop or your desk or your countertop, or you know, somebody that just doesn't have a lot of room, like your trailer, your RV, your mother-in-law's suite, or whether. I think it's really elegant. I can't hold it all the way down because I haven't glued mine yet. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think? Hearts or thumbs up, or like, no, not really. It might not be your cup of tea, but when I saw this design, I was like, I have a lot. Someone's leaning on the heart button. Thank you. Hey, thanks, Rebecca. Thank you so much. When I saw it, I was like, okay, that one isn't just snowman or fall. That one is like full on for Christmas lovers, for the Santa believers. So hopefully you loved it. I have to film tomorrow. Not have to, I get to film tomorrow. I haven't decided if it's a project or if it's just I'm showing you some of the new products. So have a good day and happy Friday. Bye-bye.